Right now, we are getting up close and personal with E! News co-host Giuliana Rancic as we kick off Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Giuliana was diagnosed with breast cancer back in 2011. It's when she was trying to get pregnant that she learned of her diagnosis, and at the time, she and her husband Bill had been sharing their baby struggles on their reality show. So when Giuliana was diagnosed, she shared her story with the world. Well, fast forward to 2013, I am happy to report that Giuliana is happy, she is healthy, and finally a mom to her one-year-old son, Duke, who was born using a gestational carrier. I just spoke with Giuliana to talk about what her life has been like since baby Duke arrived and how surviving breast cancer has changed everything.
I'm feeling excellent. I do my blood work every 4 months, and thank God, so far so good. Everything's clear, so amen.
Great to hear. Such a long road, though, and such a pivotal moment in anybody's life when they get a diagnosis like that. I do want to take a look back at that time when you revealed you had breast cancer on the Today Show. Let's roll that out.
Through my attempt to get pregnant for the 3rd time through IVF, we sadly found out that I have early stages of breast cancer. So, and it's been a shock because I recently found this out, and a lot of people have been asking, we saw in the season finale of your show that you went and got IVF, so what happened? Are you pregnant? But sadly, we've had to put that off because of the news.
Okay, only people who have been through that can actually know what it feels like, obviously, but here you are now on the other side of things. When you look back at that and see that tape, where does your head go?
I always think about that exact moment and how incredibly scared I was and how sad I was. And I remember Ann Curry, who did the interview at the time, right before we went live, I was shaking so bad, AJ, like my hand was like this. I was shaking like a leaf, and Ann goes, "Do you think you're going to cry?" And I said, "I think I'm going to cry." And she said, "Here, take these tissues and put them right under your leg, and just knowing they're there will keep you from crying, hopefully." And so it's funny, when I see that clip, I always think about that moment and how terrified I was. And I don't know how I announced that, but I felt like I had to. It was either going to be a huge secret I was going to keep, and I just didn't want the pressure of keeping that news a secret and, sneaking in and out of doctors' offices. I'm a very open person. I don't want to be that person. And I also realized that this could help people, being 36, being diagnosed without a family history of breast cancer. I can share my story and I can help people.
It's been amazing seeing you use the incredible platform that you have in such a huge way. And I know that there's so many people who can relate to what you've been through, who come up to you in the street and talk to you all the time. What's sort of the biggest moment of that been for you? A story that somebody has told you, perhaps?
Gosh, there have been a lot. We get everything from, and when I say my husband and I, because we talk about this issue so much on our show, our reality show. And so, everything from, because of you, I got my first mammogram, and I had been putting it off, and I love hearing that, just getting women in that routine of getting a mammogram. But certainly the stories where young women have come up to me and said, because of my story, they went to the doctor, they said, "I know I'm young, but I want to get checked." And a handful of women have told me they found their breast cancer because of my story.
And now, of course, you have your beautiful son, Duke, 13 months old. I have to believe that being a mom changed things for you when you think about your cancer diagnosis.
Yeah, absolutely. He's the greatest thing in the world. And I got to say, even after finding the cancer and knowing, okay, I'm going to be okay, it was still so scary for so long. And now having Duke, I can't really think about that. You know what I mean? I can't think about, oh God, what if this? What if I find out this? I just have to, I focus on my baby and the joy he brings me. And so he really distracts me from all that scary stuff that surrounds having breast cancer. So it's been everything. He's everything to me.
And I know that you have said before that you are hoping for a little brother or sister for Duke. And I know you've chosen this place to break the news on where that is all at and what is happening. Go ahead, tell the world, Giuliana.
AJ, I love you that much. I come here to break news.
That's right.
I got to be honest, before we had Duke, we were like, yeah, we want all these kids and this is so great. It's a lot of work. For that first year is kind of traumatizing in many ways, because you go, how do people do this? This is so hard. But now that he's one, I have to say, now our minds are kind of back in we should do this again. We can handle this. So I promise you, nothing is in motion yet. but very soon. So we're almost at that place. But you got to be there mentally. You got to be ready to have a number 2.
Yeah, that's a little important.
Yeah, it's just a little.
And of course, you guys are going to have this great sort of video album for Duke for the rest of his life because you put your family on television through your reality show. Is this something that you'll potentially continue to do for some time to come, reality television?
You know, I got to say, AJ, we had no idea what we were getting ourselves into when we started 7 seasons ago, which is hard to believe. But it has been incredible, the fact that we've been able to do a reality show for 7 seasons and not sell out, not sell our souls to the devil. You know, we've put on a very positive, wholesome reality show that people watch. And now, you know, the Style Network is no more. And so our show is now moving to E, which is super exciting. So, yeah, I mean, we're in production right now with a brand new season. And it is an incredible video diary for Duke. I mean, I don't even need to shoot anything anymore. I'm like, I don't even need a video camera because he can just watch all these episodes.
That is so great. Baby Duke's life captured on a feel-good reality show. And I also love the fact that Giuliana is taking part in a big campaign with General Mills. It's called Save Lids to Save Lives, and here's how that works.
Save Lids to Save Lives is fantastic. I remember being in high school and college and saving my little pink Yoplait yogurt lids and mailing them in. All you have to do is go to savelidstosavelives.com and pledge your part.
Always good to see Giuliana. Be sure to catch Giuliana and Bill's reality show on E on October 15th.